stage. Hello. What's going on, guys? This is just a random hangout. It's not for any reason, not for anything. I don't have any evidence to show or anything like that. I just want to hang out with you guys. I've been away from YouTube for a while, and um, I just want to show that I'm here, I'm alive, and I've just not been focusing on doing all this online YouTube shit and posting and spamming and all that, because I've been just focusing on my life and my family and stuff like that. So I want to hang out. I want to see the chat and like just hang out. And I'm gonna have a little bit of alcohol today, and I just want to hang out. I don't have work today. I don't have to work tomorrow, and I also don't have work the day after that. So I don't really have to give a shit, and I just want to hang out with you guys. So whatever you feel, whatever is on your heart, whatever it is, type it in the chat and I will respond to that. Otherwise, I'm probably just gonna shit talk about different things, whatever it is. So many random things going on, guys. State of the world, politics, the shit show that we live in, all of that. So I will admit that in the beginning, the very first beginning, because I never cared really about politics and all that. I never knew what Trump did in his first term and all that, right? Because I never cared about politics. But then I moved to America, and then I was like, okay, I should try to care what's going on. And I do think, or I did think, I mean, they're all bullshit. I figured that out. Congrats, Joachim. I figured it out. But yeah, I mean, I hoped that Trump would win, but then he's all bullshit. And then Kamala is all bullshit. She's like a drunk, You can't have a drunk run the fucking country. I mean, that's obvious. And then Trump, there's like 250 photographs with him with GA, the island guy. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. That guy. There's like 250 photos with Trump and GA. And we're just supposed to trust that he's not involved with any of that. I don't buy it, man. How you doing, guys? Hey, good to see you. I missed you. I missed you a lot. I think about you guys every day. It's just been busy, and I just don't want to just talk in an echo chamber all the time. That's my honesty, guys. So I made all these videos in the past, and some of them are good, some of them are worse, some of them are absolute bad and trash. But I did present the evidence of melted buildings and stuff. So I just figured out, okay, that's enough. That's enough for people to share. Some people don't like my language. Sometimes I swear and I say fucking shit and cunt and different things. I say words that people don't like sometimes. So maybe my content is not right for them, but it is the truth, I think. I do believe that we live in melted buildings or unmelted buildings, and that is all bullshit. Like everything we do is all bullshit, man. I do believe that, truly. I do. So what's going on here? We got Dove Eyes. Hello, welcome in, guys. Good to see you guys. I'm sorry for not just being on the computer all day, but I got other shit to do and other things. But I do actually like this, so I should probably do it more. I was like hesitating. Should I just do a live stream and just drink a little bit of? I got some, some Tito's here. I do have more beers over there. Should I just drink with the meltheads and just hang out and stuff, and maybe I'll get back in the game, because it's been like difficult to get back in the game. But I do have time for it, but I've been doing other things when I do have time, when I'm not working, or when I don't have, like, right now, for example, the kids are at their dad's house and my wife is working and I'm not working, so I'm just at home, and I just do random stuff. And I should be doing more live streams, I think, instead of just like doing random things. Sometimes I fix things, sometimes I cut the grass, sometimes I just do nothing, absolutely nothing, and just sit and listen to music and all that. um, but I want to do something, and I need a hobby, I think, and I think this could be a great hobby. I don't have a hobby. I have the family and 4 kids half the time, and wife full time, so that's family time. And then I have work 4 days a week, and then other than that, like, my free time is like, just I don't have anything, so I need suggestions. I do like cars, and I've been thinking about, uh, actually, I've been looking. I don't have any money, but I've been just peeking around for. I'll show you. Let's see. Oh yeah, those are beautiful. Look at those. Damn, that's nice. So this is, like, I never had any, like, ambition of, I might delete this live stream later. I don't know. I'm just testing this shit on Linux. I just installed and ditched Windows completely, so I'm doing this on Linux now. It works pretty well. It found my camera, found my mic. You can hear me, right? So it found everything, all the devices, pretty easily. It works. So it's just a random stream. Might delete, might keep it. I don't know. I don't really care. It doesn't matter, because I'm just here, and everything is going on and all this kind of crazy stuff. But I want to show you this kind of vehicle that I'm saving for. And I do not ask you for money or any of that, but I want to say and share why I do so. So I put share screen, and I think I put this one. So if I go back, yeah, you can see that. So this kind of vehicle here, this 1979 300 turbo diesel station wagon, these kind of vehicles like that, guys, I want to say, oh fuck, it didn't zoom in like I did here on my shit. Hold on, I'm sorry. Oh, it changed tab. Sorry, hold on. It's been a while. Share screen, window, hold on, pre tag. I apologize. I think I have to share this one. Let me see what you see. Yes, this one. I don't have to be here, so you get this. So this kind of vehicle here, this is one of my dream second vehicle that I want, because these things, you can easily, if you do basic maintenance, like the oil change every 5, 6, 7,000 miles on the filter, and wear and tear, like the brakes, and just basic stuff, that happens on all vehicle. Even if you have $1 million car, or if you have a $2,000 car, doesn't matter. It happens on every vehicle. If you do those basic things, then these old Mercedes, new Mercedes are trash. I apologize if you own a modern Mercedes after like 2005 or so, they're just trash. But these can go easily with basic maintenance that you can do in the street. You don't even need a garage or anything like that. These can easily go 1 to 2 to 3 million miles or kilometers, whatever math that is. And it has a 3-liter inline 5 turbo diesel engine. So what you can do with these, because these have mechanical injection, so what you can do is go to any restaurant pretty much that's frying food in seed oils. You know, seed oils, and it's bad and all that. They will collect those used seed oils in a tank, and they will have to pay to recycle it. So what you can do is ask them, hey, can I have a little bit of this, like say like 80 100 gallon or something in whatever tank you have for free, and that means they pay less to recycle it and all that. And then you bring it home to your garage, and then you filter that used seed oil, frying oil, for French fries and all that. You filter it through a couple of layers of fine cloth, and that's it. And then you put it in a tank, right over here, probably, or the other side, I don't know. And then you put it in there, and the engine will run perfectly fine for like 2 million miles, no problem whatsoever. You know what I mean? So yeah, I want one of these sons of bitches. And yeah, I only have one car at the moment, and we're taking care of it. It has that's people shit talk Chrysler, and I understand. I mean, it might be a pain in the ass, but we've been lucky, and it haven't been many issues. We do oil changes every like 6,000-7,000 miles based on our driving. And we got 160,000 miles on it now. No major issues, just wear and tear, pretty much. None of those lifter ticks that you can get on those 3.6 Pentastars. A lot of people get that. But if you do have that, then it's a pretty easy fix. You just got to take off the intake on top of the engine, and then the valve covers, and then you can repair it for like I think like $100 or $200 if you do it yourself. But you got to catch it in time. So the engine have a couple of weaknesses: plastic components, plastic like oil cooler housing and all that. But I never had a leak on that. I did replace the thermostat housing to a full aluminum one, so I did an upgrade on that. We did have some cooling issues at some point. Radiator fan. That's a crazy story, guys. So I had no idea. Like, I'm not like a super expert on vehicles. I just like to figure it out and fix my own shit, right? So the radiator fan didn't spin at all. So I checked the fuse in there, and I saw, oh, the fuse is blown. So I got a new one for like $3-4 or whatever it was, and I put it in, and then it didn't take long, and the fuse blew again when the radiator fan was supposed to turn on. Right. So I figured out, okay, there's something going on here. So I put it into, like, I'm not very good with like electrical stuff, like wires on like ground and all this shit. I have no clue really like how this shit works. So I put it into a shop that was a friend of my wife. So she knew the guy that owned the shop, and his price to replace, they figured out we had to replace the whole radiator fan because it was like the motor was like burnt out or whatever it was. His price was fucking, from a friend of my wife, was fucking $700 fucking dollars. And I'm like, nah, fuck that, babe. I'm gonna figure it out. If he says the whole like the radiator fan is gone, blown up or fucked up, then I'm just gonna buy a radiator fan and put it in myself. And I did so. So I bought a radiator fan for I think it's $69 plus shipping from Rock Auto. And then you didn't even need any tools whatsoever to replace it, because it sits down in the back of the radiator, close to the engine, with some clips and all that. So you just unclip it, pull it out, and then you put in a new one, and then it clicks into the clips, and then you put the wires together in a wire connector, whatever the fuck it's called. You know what I mean? So, these shops, I just want to, I'm shit talking. I've been drinking today, guys. Path, mouth, by. I'm sorry. That's just how I talk. I don't I don't intentionally try to offend someone or anything, but that's just how I talk. And I just want to explain things, and especially with vehicles, uh, like whatever car you have, and if there is an issue, I think you're capable of looking up like what's going on. Like, do you have some worn out brakes, or do you have like a check engine light or something like that? Whatever the issue is, you can go on YouTube and say, and you can type in how to replace, for example, just an example, tie rods on a 2008 Ford Focus, whatever fucking vehicle is it. It is. I don't care what vehicle it is, but then you just see what they do, and you get the correct tools for it, and I'm pretty sure you will be capable of just doing it. With You need a jack, of course, to lift the car up if you have to go under it. Sometimes there is top engine repairs, you just have to open the hood and all that. But get a good jack, get some good jack stands, and get some basic tools like wrenches and screwdrivers, and just have these things. Because we live in uncertain times here, my people, and we don't know if society will collapse. It might never collapse. Maybe we will just do this shit forever. I don't know. I don't really care. But it is possible that society will collapse one day. I don't know when. I have no idea. How the fuck can I know? I'm just some guy. I don't want to say any day or date or any of that, but it could collapse. It could not collapse. Uh, but I think knowing how to fix something that breaks, something you have that break, if you can fix that, it's way, way cheaper than buying something new. And as you know, with modern products, it goes from cars and appliances and fucking TVs and phones and computers, whatever it is, whatever consumer product it is, they are made and designed intentionally to fail over time. So what we did, we just moved a couple of months ago, 3 4 months ago, whatever it was. I don't know time. I have no time perspective anymore. I just know that fall is coming. So my time perspective is like the seasons, pretty much. What month, what day, don't really care. I just know when I have work and when I don't have work, and when we have kids to school and all that. I have my own schedule, but whatever day it is, I don't really care. Oh yeah, and we got the kids a huge, huge square trampoline from a guy. He listed it on Facebook Marketplace. Sorry, I'm going all over the place. I'm speaking just my mind. I don't know who I'm speaking to other than I can see your text and all that, but it's not like a human energy farming compounds for detaining source being. Yes, I'm just speaking into the microphone, guys. I might keep this live. I might just skip it or delete it. Not sure, but yeah, my mind is going all over the place, and I've been drinking. Uh, but we got there was a guy on Facebook Marketplace that had a huge square trampoline listed for 200, and he reduced it to 100. So I drove over there, and it took over an hour, and it got kind of late and a little bit dark. And he said, "Nah, fuck this. You can't really disassemble this thing because like it's massive and all that. So I can't really do the work in the dark and all that." So he said, "Come back tomorrow, man, and you'll get it for free." like a real cool dude, man, real cool dude. And I said, seriously, man, you mean that? And he said, yeah, no problem. Just show up tomorrow, like 9 a.m. or something, and just start disassemble this thing, so you can fit it into this minivan and all that. So we just did that. Me and my wife went then, um, right after we dropped off the kids at school. So we went over there, and it took about 1 hour. So it was disassembled enough to fit into the town and country minivan that we have. And then the guy that gave that to us, he also said, hey, he got, I think he called it like a trumbull something. I don't know what it is. I call it like a slip and slide or something. You know, those blow up things that you can put air inside and put water and a little bit of slippery something, and you can run for kids. You can run and then like jump forward on your belly or your back or something and slide forward. He had one of those, like a professional one that he paid. He said he paid $800 for it, and he said that's the best fucking. I call it slip and slide, whatever the fuck it's called. I don't know, but you know what I mean. You did that as a kid too, but you had those cheap ass Chinese bull crap like I had as well. But that's a real professional one, so we got that for free too, and he paid 800 for that. And for the trampoline 3 years ago, he paid $1,200, and we got both of those for free. And the kids, they fucking love it. They jump on there all the time, and it's so good to have them do something like basic shit like that instead of just asking for like screens, like where's the TV remote, where's the fucking iPad, or shit like that, because that's what kids do nowadays. So it's good to get them like kind of out of that a little bit, so they always have something going on like that. And then Edith, who's 8, had a friend called Haley from the old block we lived on, like 15 minutes away. She was over here for a sleepover, and then she's been over there for a sleepover in the past and all that. So that's beautiful to see, because that's gonna be like friends like in the 90s and 80s and whatever we grew up in the past, before all this social media and internet and all that. People don't actually physically hang out together anymore. They just sit on these fucking screens all day, play their fucking video games. That's all people do. That's all the children want usually. Like, hey, do you want to go over here and like check this shit out? Nah, just want to stay at home. Nah, just want to. And then they have like fucking 12 hours of screen time, whatever the fuck it is. It's a big problem. uh so that's going on, and the trampoline is good. Even the oldest one, he's 13. He's been kind of on the computer, and I don't blame him. I was on my computer a lot when I was 13. uh but even he is like getting out of his computer thing and jumping on a trampoline and stuff like that. So I think that was a good thing, that we had to drive an hour down there for nothing, drive an hour back. I did that, and the next day drive an hour down there, disassemble it, drive an hour back, and assemble it. So that's a small price to pay. It's just a little bit of gas, like. uh Oh shit! I'm sharing this thing. Hey, I should have shared this. But yeah, that's like the Mercedes Benz that I'm kind of saving for and dreaming for, because it's free fuel. I see you guys. I see your names here. I love you guys, and I do apologize for my distance from YouTube. I just stopped caring, not about you guys, never, but just about saying the same fucking shit over and over and over and over and over again. I just got kind of tired of it. I do apologize, but I love to see you guys. Happy to see you too, Krista. And here is Ali May. Hey, Ali May, how is UK? I hear UK is getting taken over by the Muslims, and they do pretty bad shit. They have, yeah. I might offend someone here. I don't really care. I think Muslims are bad. I think the Prophet, they call it, Muhammad, was married to a 9-year-old, so that makes their prophet a pedophile, which makes their followers also pedophiles, and they do gang raping, they do all kinds of crazy shit, man. So you know, I wouldn't trust a Muslim, man. That's just me. And me, I'm not a Christian, I'm not anything. I do believe in creation, intelligent design, but I don't follow any book for it. I've tried to figure it out myself, and sometimes I make mistakes and I will naturally get punished for that. Sometimes I do the right thing and I will naturally get rewarded for that. That's how this shit works, in my opinion. I don't have to read some book. If you read a book, if that makes you a better person, good for you. And I'm happy for you and keep it up. Just like, it's pretty simple. All you have to do in this life is um, mind your own fucking business. Go through your day, whatever you have to do. You have to go to work and you have to go shopping. You have to go to the park so you can take a walk, whatever the fuck it is you're doing. You know what I mean? Like, we gotta do shit all the time, but just don't fucking harm someone. The only valid reason to harm someone is if they try to harm you first. Like, if you're walking down the street and somebody comes and tries to, like, some sick person uh says, "Hey, give me a wallet," or something, well, then you have the right, obviously, to attempt to defend yourself. That's a natural right. Even if you come from Norway like me. So in Norway, self-defense is actually illegal. Yeah, here it is. So if you're sleeping at night, so you're sleeping, and then you suddenly wake up at 3 a.m. hearing some noises, and then you happen to go to like a target practice shooting club. That's the only way to get pew pews in Norway. So you pick that up, and then you go down the stairs or something, and you see some guy inside your house, and you threaten him and you say, "Hey, get the fuck out of my house or I'll kill you." Then he can actually sue you for threatening to kill him when he's fucking in your fucking house. But common sense is restoring. So self-defense, even in fucking tyrant Norway, is coming back, and self-defense is more accepted now. And it doesn't even matter what country it is, guys. It doesn't matter if you're from Norway, Sweden, Denmark, USA, Germany, Australia. It doesn't matter. The thing is, natural right to defend yourself is on all the countries, all the land. That's what you have as a human being. No matter what the courts say, no matter what the fuck. Like, are you gonna let someone just fucking kill you and take your wallet? Or are you gonna let someone just kill you and rape your wife and take your shit? No. Obviously, you're gonna attempt to defend your shit. So having laws against self-defense is bullshit. It doesn't even work, man. You can go to court and just say, well, this person tried to steal my fucking TV or my car, whatever it was, and I just gave him what he deserved. He touched my shit. Like, it's basic human rules. Don't touch other people's shit. It's that simple, man. But we have all this shit. So at work the other day, I think like 3 days ago or so, someone was like robbed on gunpoint like this, like on the same block where the restaurant I work at is. On the same block, hey, give me your fucking wallet or whatever. And obviously, if you got one of these here, then you're pretty much cooked, and you gotta just give it to them, pretty much. But Like otherwise you pretty much die. Even if you have a gun or a knife or something, you're pretty much cooked. You just have to give them. It's just money. Money comes, money goes. It's not that bad. Just don't carry like hundreds and hundreds of dollars on you. Carry like 50 to 100 depending on what you're doing that day, and that's worth your life. It's just Federal Reserve notes. It's even fake money. They're not even real. So you can sacrifice that if suddenly someone comes behind you like, hey, give me your wallet. Okay, here is $63. Okay, that's better than dying, right? Don't carry hundreds and hundreds of dollars on you. But do use cash though. If you use cash, then the business you support, they can do tax evasion. So it's also cheaper for you to get the service or product that you buy. If you pay with cash, you just pull up the wallet and say, hey, I got cash, and then suddenly take like $3 off the price, because when you pay with cash they can evade the taxes, and it goes right in their fucking pockets, man. How it should be, man. So pay with cash. Just don't carry too much, especially in risky areas, and especially if not, like if you're not doing something special, just carry like 50 100 bucks on you maximum. Don't carry hundreds unless you plan to buy like something expensive like a car or something. Then you have to carry like several thousands. But you know what I mean, just like it's basic. I think it is basic logic. Like if you're just taking a walk, oh, maybe you suddenly want to buy something over there or something. So just carry like 50, 100 bucks on you. That's maximum. You can survive for that. It won't take too much from you if somebody tries to take it from you. But if they do, you can always try to kill them if the circumstances allow it to. But sometimes that doesn't happen. Good to see you too. I haven't. I just been fucking drink talking a little bit. Not too much vodka left, but I do have beers. I just been. John Wayne is here. Good to see you. Red Brick Investigations. Ali May. Yeah, it's getting crazy. Mainstream media doesn't show what's happening daily. Women and children are being abused. Yes, that's the problem, especially in the UK, but it happens everywhere. These those Middle Eastern people with their religion, they are actually terrible, terrible people. Hey, hey Jay, good to see you. Good to see you. Long time no see, guys. Everybody here. Yeah, thanks for tuning in and all that. You know, it's been a while. Just been dealing with all this shit that I've been dealing with, which is beautiful things, uh, with the family and all that. We did have a miscarriage. We tried for a fifth child, and she was like 2, 3, maybe 4 weeks along the way or something. And then she suddenly had the bleeding, and the whole thing came out. So that was kind of fucked up. I don't know if that's my health or her health or the chemtrails and 5G. No idea, but that happened. So we are trying for a fifth child. I don't know when that will happen. No idea. I don't know if it will happen. Maybe my balls are cooked from having this shit in my pocket all day. My fucking phone. Or maybe she's cooked from whatever. Fertility rates and all that is going down, and I'm probably affected. She's probably affected. You're probably affected. Everybody's probably affected by these kind of things. I mean, it's sta, hold on, statistics. No, what's the word? Statistics. I think that's it. That's kind of hard for me to say as a Norwegian. Statistics. Statistics. Something like that. You know what I mean? That's actually kind of a little the tongue is getting fucked up when it's not your mother tongue or your main language. But there is numbers on these kind of things, and yeah, that's what's going on. Statistics, yeah, statistics. No, statistics. It's hard. Thanks for putting it up, but you know what I mean, though. Yeah, that's kind of hard for me to say. I don't know why. It's like it's not that difficult, but it is difficult for me because of like my mother tongue and my accent and all that. It makes it completely fucked up. But you know what I mean. But yeah, all this shit is going on, guys. How is it going with you guys? I want to see some comments. I want to stop talking and I want to respond to some comments from you guys. Like, how is it going? You can see me. I'm fine. I'm alive. Um, I'm here, and I'm fine. And I do have. I'm blessed with a beautiful family and a very sweet, loving wife. So I did the crazy thing, just leaving my brothers and all that. I miss my brothers so much, and my mom. My dad, I don't talk with him that much, but I miss them. But I do have every Tuesday morning at like 8:20 a.m. or so. We play this 20-year-old MMORPG video game called World of Warcraft Classic Anniversary, and we play that and we hang out for like 6-7 hours. And I did have a video call with her last night, and my brother was there, and we talked, and I got emotional. I cried a little bit because like I do miss them, but I do have a very very sweet, loving wife, and I'm very grateful that like I left everything and came all the way over here to America. And like she could have been some crazy, something, but she's not. She's very sweet. So I love you, sweet. If you're ever watching this, if I even keep this, I might delete this. Who knows? I don't know. I might just keep it because why not? Does it matter if this is a stupid, tipsy, halfway drunk live stream? Not really. Doesn't matter. It's just history being made through this, this screen and all that. It's like it doesn't matter really. They can shit talk me if they want. I don't really care anymore. If they want, oh look at this fool, he's drunk on the screen. Okay, I'm happy. So I'm happy. Maybe you're not, but I am. So that's good for me. I don't really care, guys. What the haters say, what the pieces of shit say, the people who can't just think and all that. I stopped caring like a long time ago. And you know that with shit with 19 from late 2019 to like 2023 or whatever it was, with all these things they wanted to put in here in your shit and all that, and all this can't talk and all that, you know you resisted, and a lot of people resisted. I think more than they want us to know. Even I've heard stories of people losing their like $1 million jobs and all that. Like they're like, okay, well, fuck this money. Like, who cares about money anyways? Like, I don't care. Could always need a little bit more, but I couldn't care less about money. Just bills and a little bit extra. That's fine for me. But they're quitting like $1 million jobs to not take the thing. People did that. Huge respect for these people, because they're like, okay, they're realizing their fucking body. Sorry, I have crazy hair a little bit. Their fucking body is worth way more than 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or $5 million. Like, you can't just put paper money on a living being and your life and all that, and then you risk living with cripples or mental things, or like anything can happen, man. if you take those needles. I stopped. My last one was 2009. I took a bunch in my life. I was even before my consent, guys. I took like 24 or 25 one of these. Many of them in the 90s. I was born 1994, and many of these in my arm happened in the 90s. A bunch of them. So that was my mother not knowing to not do any of that shit. So she's like, "Oh yeah, I gotta keep this kid healthy and all that." And I am, for the most part, healthy. I mean, maybe I was blessed with some placebos, or maybe it didn't work on me, whatever. I mean, I've seen crazy people out there and all that. I don't think I'm part of that. Maybe I'm a little bit crazy, but not uh, like sometimes I wonder what would I be like if I had zero vaccines in my whole life. Like, am I affected by it now, today, or no? Stuff like that. But that's stuff I would never know. So it's just questions showing up sometimes. My mind is racing all the time. Like, what's going on? Um, Thank you, Ali May. Good to see you, Ali May. It's been a long time since we talked. To all of you guys. Um, there we go. All quack scenes have always been bio weapons every single time, or yeah, from the first one you ever. We don't need that. I mean, we're naturally supposed to exist here, and then some guy in a white coat need to put some shit in you so you can live. That doesn't make any sense, man. Doesn't make any fucking sense. Is it a full moon today, Solis? And I have this problem. I had this fucking nicotine addiction. Yeah, I guess I like nicotine. It's hard to quit, man, especially with these. Like, I used to smoke cigarettes, and then I went over from cigarettes to something, the Swedish snus that you put in here, under your lip, like tobacco pouches, not the Danish chewing tobacco or anything like that. You just put it under here and all that, and you get the nicotine through your gums, whatever it's called. And I stopped with that because I got married and I can't kiss my wife when I have fucking this shit in my fucking lips. So I went over to this shit, fucking vapes. Like, nicotine is good, man. Snooze, yeah. Like, nicotine is hard to quit. It's a full moon. Yeah, they say nicotine removes nanotechnology, but I think these chemicals in here is bad. That's probably not healthy, right? They say, oh, it's less unharmful than cigarettes. I don't want to smoke cigarettes because I'll smell like shit. My hair and everything. Look, she braided my hair and stuff like that. I don't want to smell like shit. I don't want to taste like shit and all that. So, like, these don't make me taste like shit, but like, there's nicotine pouches, there's nicotine everything, but that's hard to fucking quit. But if they destroy nanotechnology, then, like, is that a sacrifice? We destroy our lungs to get rid of nanotechnology inside? Hmm. I don't know, guys. Yeah, I had some gum I had, but it doesn't, like, for the nicotine craving and stuff, it didn't work the same way. So, like, uh pulling it into your lungs works like it goes into your lungs and then up to your brain very much faster than chewing a gum all the time. But I do want to quit, though. I do. They're like 20-25 bucks cash every time, and I use like two of them a week. And I wanna buy one of these fucking cars. Uh, oops. Uh, where is it? Sorry, guys. Yeah, whatever. One of these old Mercedes. That was when Mercedes. Look at this beauty here. Station wagon, so you can fit a little bit of shit and also 5 people. And wow, they're beautiful. Yeah, I dream of one of these. They're like $3,000-$4,000. 3 liter turbo diesel, uh, and all that. But then I spend my money on fucking vapes and shit. Then you know it's gonna take longer before I can buy one. You know, damn. So that's my stupidity. I want to get one as soon as possible. I have a stable job 4 days a week. It's all cash and all that, but then there's fucking groceries and rent and bills, internet and power and fucking gas and all that and stuff. So it's not that much. Like I can't save that much every month or whatever, which sucks. So maybe I should work more, but I don't want to work more really, because then suddenly, so the work schedule is like I work several days a week and she works several days a week. So she worked the day I don't work and I work the day she don't work. And that works okay. But then we have every other week we got the 4 children. So then she work and I have to watch the children and feed them and raise them and all that. And then I work and she have to do that. So like if we both worked like a lot, then suddenly we gotta pay some babysitter. We don't have any. Like, how the fuck do you find a babysitter these days that you can trust, that doesn't sneak in your drawers and take your shit or abuse the children or stuff like that? So sometimes we work at the same time, and we had their grandmother come over, but she lives in Indiana, so she gotta drive sometimes with traffic, like fucking 3 hours in traffic to get here. Usually with no traffic, it's like 50 minutes or so, 40, 50 minutes if it's going smooth. But when we need her to be here and stuff like that, it's like 3 hours for her in traffic and stuff. And their uncle or my wife's brothers have been here several times to watch them if we have to work at the same time and all that. But like, how the fuck do you find a trusted babysitter? Is anyone here? Anyone here living near Morton Grove in Chicago or Illinois? Morton Grove, because I think maybe if I'm gonna work a lot more and save up for this fucking Mercedes, then we'll need like a babysitter and shit like that. And I can't just get some random guys off of Facebook or Craigslist or something. They might be fucking pedophiles, man. Like, it's difficult. It's very hard in 2025 to just find some babysitter. And then you work more, but then you gotta pay them. Like, does it add up and all this kind of shit? Like, is it worth it? I don't know. No idea. Yeah, there you go. You can't trust them, only your family or very close friends. Exactly. I have one very close friend. Only one, and that's my coworker Tony. He's my, like, we've been hanging out like outside of work and all that. I used to have another friend. He lived across the street from where I work. Uh, and we used to hang out. We did it a lot. Uh, but then suddenly he made sexual jokes about my wife, and that made me turn him into air, because that's not normal. I mean, we were like bros, but you don't fucking make sexual jokes about your bro's wife, right? That's not normal. So I just fuck this guy. So I haven't talked with him since that, pretty much. uh That's fucked up. Like we used to talk. He used to come over every day at work and stuff, and talked and talked. And we used to go to the field and hit some golf balls. And we used to. I went to his place. We had some beers and we shit talked, listened to music and all that. And suddenly he just makes sex jokes about my wife. Like, who does that? Is that normal? Do I overreact? I don't think so. Would you do that to best buddies, your best buddy, and make sex jokes about his wife? That's not normal. So I skipped him. So yeah, I just have one friend here, other than my family, of course. But yeah, like local people that I can actually like see and hang out with and stuff. I just have Tony pretty much. Yeah, there you go. What the fuck? She's saying, Ellie Mae. Yeah, that's not normal. That's not. And he said, "Oh, you two like two fucking." Yeah, he said, "Well, it's a guy's joke or something like grow up or whatever." Nah, that's not something that I want. If he makes sexual jokes about my wife, and then I have children here and all that, I don't know what the fuck he's going on in his head. Like, okay, he want to fuck my wife. Does he want to fuck my children too? Like, I don't approve of that. So I canceled him out. I was stone cold. I just stopped. Like, I said, fuck you, man. Just don't do these kind of jokes. And I just stopped him. And now he's air for me. Because I don't appreciate that kind of behavior, man. I don't think that's normal. Is that normal? I don't think so. You know what I mean? I don't do that kind of shit, man. That's like betrayal or passing on harassment as jokes, typical demonic shit. Exactly. I never, ever in my whole life, I had buddies, they had like girlfriends and wives and all this shit, and never, ever made a sexual joke about their wife to them. Like, that's not fucking normal. You just fucking don't do that, man. So, yeah, that happened. So I lost a friend, but that's okay because I still have Tony and he's great. That's my coworker and good friend, and I love him. And he got a mind too. He's like during 2020, you know the you know that uh he works at his brother's restaurant, and he never complied to any of the stuff going on with the mask or any of those, in the arms and stuff like that. He never did any of that. And I told him too, like, I never did any of that. And we just became good buddies. Uh, he's not like a sheep. He's like, he loves the minivan that we have because of the stickers, the plates. We got the vanity plate saying NASA lie. And we got the stickers and all that saying Epstein didn't kill himself. And um, fuck, do I have a photo I can find? Probably not. Uh, Well, I can take one and show it through my phone. If you guys can hold on for like, oh fuck, my wife have the car right now for work. Um, yeah, I don't want to dig through the whole photo album. I have the photo somewhere. Can are these phones smart enough for me to search? Hold on, guys. Just type whatever you want, guys. We're just hanging out, and I'm just showing uh, that I'm alive. Oh, it's fucking. These phones are smart. You can just search. I just searched NASA lie on my photo album and this shit showed up. Can you see this? Hold on. No, you can't see it. Hold on. Just hang out, do whatever the fuck you do, guys. Let me send this to my email because I want to. I want to show you this shit because it's kind of funny. Some of you have probably seen it, but this is the shit we're driving around in. So I gotta screen share this. Share screen. Here. Can you see this? Yeah, you can see it. Hold on. I don't have to be there. You can see this, right? Yeah. So this is our minivan. So it says the NASA logo with lies. And then it says, what are they spraying? Look up, wake up. And it's the chemtrails. And then there's Hillary Clinton doing the shh. And it says, Epstein didn't kill himself. And then it says, make America healthy again. And then it says, the earth has always been, and will always be flat. Let's quit pretending we went to the moon. This is a random sticker that says save the bees that we got from doing corn maze. Because we finished it, we just put it on there. I don't really care. And then the plates, this is the best one. NASA lie. And we drive around in this shit like every single day. Every single day we drive around in this shit. And we get some reactions. We get some thumbs up sometimes. We get some weird looks, whatever. But, you know, we're just doing our fucking thing, you know, just driving around, sharing the truth in the red lights and on the highway and shit. You can just see this NASA lie. What the fuck does that mean? You know? Oh, it means probably something like this. There's something going on. Epstein didn't kill himself with Hillary Clinton or stuff like that. Let's quit pretending we went to the moon, you know? Yeah, so it's just for fun, you know? Just some bullshit. Where the fuck am I? Oh, here. No, I don't do rapping. I don't. I tried that in Norway, and it was actually kind of enjoyable. So maybe I should get into that. I'm not sure, man. I did it, and I did a pretty decent job too. I was like a whole noob at it, but the guy that hired me, he bought like the best quality and like rapping material and stuff, so it was like easy to work with and all that, and I did a decent job and stuff like that. So that's like betrayal or passing on harassment as jokes, typical demonic shit. Yeah, I saw this one. That's great. Yeah, we just have these plates and stickers and shit. I want to buy more stickers. Do you know any good like bumper stickers or something I can put on the fucking back of the minivan, that like something to look up or something to make them think or whatever. It's kind of fun. I like that shit. And I also have this. I like this hoodie. I think it's mirrored for you, but it says Epstein didn't kill himself. Yeah. And I walk with this outside, like I take walks and stuff, and I get so many comments. I wear it at work too. My boss doesn't even give a shit what I wear. I wear all kinds of crazy conspiracy shirts and hoodies and all kinds of stuff. He don't give a shit. He's kind of cool. And the customers are like, oh yeah, they like my hoodie or my hat. Sometimes I wear the red hat with the white text. It's embroidered. It looks like the MAGA hat, like the Make America Great Again hat from a distance, but then you get closer and it says, where's the Epstein list instead of Make America Great Again. And people, they gave me so many comments on the hat and they love it. And they probably give me more money because of that too. I think. Like they love this kind of shit. Like where's the list, man? You know? We're all wondering because that was something that this orange man ran on. That was one of the things that he ran on, and he got selected. And he said like recently, like 3 months ago, like, "Oh, are we still talking about GA? You know, the creepy guy and all that." Like he's trying to dismiss his whatever part of the show it is. I don't know, but I do know that there's millions and millions of people disappearing worldwide every fucking year. So I want to figure out why that happens. They know everything about you, but they can't figure out, with a billion cameras and everything, surveillance, all that shit everywhere, but they can't figure out where, in this country, 800,000 people go missing every year. They can't figure that out, but they can figure out if you did a sus, uh, under the table work with someone to build a deck or do some concrete or whatever, and then suddenly this money is on your account, and then you didn't tax that because you got cash pay, and then suddenly they're like, oh, what's going on here? That's kind of weird. But they can't figure out where 800,000 children go missing. So I mean, it's obvious that the whole system is in on it. So when will we revolt? That's my question, guys. Yeah, it's all fake. I mean, I do believe Hallå? 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 Du hör mig? Okay. How long was I muted for? Jeez. I apologize. I don't know what happened. Probably some Linux bullshit. No, I love Linux. I'm using the Linux system to like control the computer and all that. Because Windows, I don't know if you're using Windows, but Windows is spyware, and Bill Gates used to own that company, Microsoft. He's probably not anymore. I mean, you can Google things and they say, nah, he sold it out, whatever it is. I don't really care. But the people owning or ruling Microsoft, making Windows that controls your computer, it's not good people, man. So I got rid of it and I got Linux instead. So it's more complicated, but I'm a data nerd. I'm pretty like I've been growing up on these fucking computers, Windows XP, and figuring out what the fuck is going on and all that. And I got a pretty good computer built here in 2018. It's getting old, but it works nice. It works even nicer now on Linux because this system use less like power from your shit, so you can use it more for like actual things that matters, like if you want to like do different tasks or something. Or I don't use my computer a lot anymore. I used it to play every Tuesday with my brother from like 8:20 a.m. to like fucking 3, 4, 5, whatever p.m., whatever time it takes. That's what I do. So if it works now. So the problem is with Windows 11, some of the updates that you're forced to do. So you want to shut off your computer and it says update and shut off. And then sometimes it says log off and shut off or whatever. You can't just turn it off. They force you to fucking update. And Windows 11 have recent problems with the SSD being fucked up. Like it can corrupt the fucking SSD that you have and make it bricked, so it's useless. So you can throw it in trash and buy a new one. Like it will corrupt the whole SSD and just fuck it up and all that. I only had Windows 10. I never upgraded to Windows 11. I'm glad I never did. And I'm glad that I just erased everything and just got on Linux, um, because it works well. I'm not a computer fucking that geek. I mean, I'm good with computers and shit, but I just use it like this. I just browse this shit over here, and sometimes I play a couple of video games, shit like that. Like I don't do any crazy shit. I don't need any crazy shit done. I just need it to fucking work. So I can show you share screen, like the whole screen. How can I do that? Entire screen. Let's see if this works on Linux. Share. Now that's my background. Hold on. Maybe StreamYard is confused a little bit, or maybe I'm confused. It could be me too. Share. Let's see. Entire screen. So which one? New virtual input, rectangular region, anchor communication, whatever this is. Maybe this one. Share. Now I think you can. You don't need to see me. Okay, you can see my whole thing now. So this is Linux. Hope you can see this. So this is the standard background and all that. And you have, it's kind of like Windows, but it's different. And you got all these different things here. And you got your files, documents. I don't have a lot of shit on here, but like it's kind of like Windows, the one I run right now. Here's your hard drives. You can even, yeah, there's a password required, but you can even go into your Windows. If you had like two hard drives with Windows before you went to Linux, you can even go in there and fetch the files through this shit. That's my shit, that's my file. Like it's similar, it's similar, but it's different. You know what I mean? I like it. Because it's not owned by $1 billion corporation that was funded and created by someone that was good friends with Jeffrey Epstein, stuff like that. You know, BG, that guy. Kill Bates. Yeah, We're not here for your PC problems. Boring. No, it's not a problem. I mean, it's a suggestion for whoever is still here, whoever is listening to this shit still. I recommend finding, like, if you're really noobs at computers and stuff like that, get like Linux Mint with the Cinnamon desktop environment. Put it on there. Get rid of Windows because Windows is spyware, man. Windows, Bill Gates, not even Bill Gates anymore, they say, but I don't really give a fuck. It's the same fucking people. This one is like it's made by, like, it could have been me who made this and then you too, and then we all work together to make this shit that they could figure out how to operate the hardware in the computer. I got the computer, it's down over here, it's over here. They figure out how to make this shit work without any corporation, and there's no money involved. You don't have to pay for it. It's all free because um it's the people managing to control the computers on your terms as just the people instead of corporations like Apple and Microsoft and Google and stuff like that. I think it's pretty cool. And sometimes you might run into problems, but if you just use the computer normally, like I do now, I just like, hey, do this fucking Linux, does that work with StreamYard and shit? Can I do a live stream and all that and shit talk when I'm drunk? Then yeah, it works. Like there's no problem. There's not that different really, guys. So yeah, I recommend getting it if you want, but it's up to you guys. So yeah, mail service. Talk about Tortoria. No, mail service. Hey, I don't want to kick you out of here, but this stream was, I haven't been live for months and months and months, like a year or maybe two or a year and a half or something. I didn't want to talk about Tortoria because you already know about Tortoria. I hope. I just wanted to talk about random shit and hang out with you guys and show you guys that I'm fine and I'm alive and all that. And I do love you guys. I just haven't made videos and shit a lot. But I got a good chair. I don't know if you can see it, but I got a good chair. I had a shitty ass chair that fucked my back so bad. And I do have a desk that I can raise so I can stand up and all that. I got oh my god. Guys, so a couple of weeks ago, maybe like a month ago or so, I was doing some garden work and there was a garden hose that was stuck a little bit. So obviously I just tried to pull it a little bit. So like you just pull the garden hose and maybe it gets unstuck. And I fucked my back so fucking bad just from pulling a garden hose that was stuck. I suffered for like 2 weeks, I think. And I was lucky to get 2 days off of work from my boss. I said, "Hey, this is terrible." I even had to go to Walgreens and get pharmaceuticals that was designed to limit back pain and all. I know pharmaceuticals isn't healthy. I know vapes aren't healthy. I know alcohol isn't healthy. I know shit isn't healthy. But I had to fucking go to fucking white pills to fucking fix this problem and stuff like that. And it was terrible. And then the Friday came and it was busy. And then they have sometimes these low, like, sedans, sometimes sport sedans, like Lexuses and stuff like that. And I have to get in there and sit all the way fucking down, almost on the asphalt and stuff like that. At least it wasn't like the fucking Ferrari that I parked today. Oh, guys, did you see that? I couldn't fit, man. Am I logged into Facebook here? Oh, yeah, I am. So, whoever is not on Facebook, whatever it is, here, I'll show this to you. Share screen. Facebook must be this one. So this was yesterday at work. Someone in a Ferrari pulled up. So I'm supposed to park his shit somewhere. So he don't have to deal with it because the restaurant have shitty parking. So I'm dealing with parking cars for people and stuff like that. And he pulled up and I tried to get in and I got in there. And I asked, hey, can I put the seat further back or something? And he said, no, this is the max back you have. And my knees were like up the dashboard. And like it wasn't possible for me to even see like the fucking mirrors or like what's going on. Because my height was like up in the ceiling and my legs were like up here. So I couldn't see what was going on. So I just told him, hey, just leave this shit out here. I can't fucking drive this shit. It doesn't work. I'm too big. And he said, yeah, okay, that's fine. And I tried to get out and I could barely get out too. And he said, hey, you just have to live inside this thing now. So it was kind of funny. I appreciate that. He wasn't some kind of asshole or something. So I said, yeah, just fucking leave this thing here because I can't fucking drive it, man. So he just left it up front like that. And he gave me $20, man. For I didn't do anything. All I did was trying to get into the car and then trying to get out of it, and then that's all I did. I got $20, man. That's crazy, right? Like I can't even fucking fit in a fucking Ferrari. But they're trash anyways. You don't wanna spend your money on a Ferrari or Lamborghini or expensive Porsche or something like that. They're trash. You want a car that can last like a million miles or something, man. Like don't uh, yeah, weed makes me paranoid nowadays. I don't know why. I don't smoke weed. I do vape and I do drink alcohol and I need a beer, so I'll be right back very soon. Uh my back is fine now, but I appreciate the advice. CBD cream legal here in Ottawa. Yeah, it's probably legal in Illinois too. And if it was illegal, I'd still get it. Like I don't care about what's legal or not. If you need some shit, you'll get some shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. So here in Chicagoland, where the roads are trash and the speed limit in the streets are like 25 or 30 miles an hour, and every single block there's a red light. What the fuck do you need a $900,000 car for? So we have misunderstood the whole thing. We got it all wrong, guys. We trapped by the. I know you guys are not, but like we're trapped by this materialism concept that, oh yeah, I can buy this $900,000 car that's useless. Like what can you do with it? You can transport two humans and maybe bread and milk in the trunk. The engine is in the back, so you can open it up and you can fit a little bit of groceries in there. But like, we misunderstood the whole thing. Vehicles are a tool. We should have useful vehicles, not for show off. Like, okay, yeah, I got this nice nice car. I paid a lot of money into that I could have paid into my off-grid survival or something, or my house or something. But they think that will bring more pussy than, you know, just doing something else. Like, and if that's what you want, you can get some shitty gold digger pussy. But is that worth it, to spend $1 million on a car that's useless? Like, can you put shit in it? So we have this minivan, and the seats, we have the stow and go, whatever it's called. I'll show you. Uh, so we have this genius thing where show a better photo. Oh yeah, this one. Let me show you this shit. Uh, Maybe I should put it on the big one. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I apologize. Yeah, here it's a little bit better. Uh, yeah, here. Share. Can you see this shit? You don't need to see me. So we have this minivan that's like, can you see if I zoom this shit in a little bit? Oh shit. Hold on. Yeah, so the seats, they go down into the floor, so you can have 7 people in here. This is the passenger and driver, and there is one seat here that you can fold up from the ground, and then I have another seat here. You can have another seat here, and then 3 more in the back. So you can also put them down into the floor, and you can put a bunch of shit in here if you need to, like, move or like get some furniture for cheap from Facebook Marketplace or something. Like, you can fit a bunch of shit in here. 7 people or a bunch of shit. So I think that's better than a Ferrari, where, like, what can you do with it? You can fit 2 people and get bread and milk and maybe some vegetables, and that's it. And it costs fucking 900 fucking dollars. You know what I mean? It's useless, man. And because of the mafia money pit, it will never last like at least 500,000 miles if you do the oil changes and filters and fluids and basic maintenance. It will never last that long. So that car, they cost from 500 to $900,000 depending on the spec, whatever shit you get with it. I have no idea what the fuck this guy had. But will he have that car in like 10 years? Probably not, because it'll be dead by then. These things are meant for like racetracks and stuff to do times around like the fastest lap. You know what I mean? I need to find a beer, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, hang out if you want. This is a random thing. I'll probably just leave this stream on here. People can watch it after if they want, but I just wanted to do a stream. It's been a while, and I want to do it more. So this is like my warm up, I guess. Yeah, I'm just drinking some beers and having some fun with you guys. I'll be right back. Hey, Epstein didn't kill himself. I'm back, as you can see. Hey guys, how you doing? Yeah, trash cars. You know, that's why I love my van. Masses of room, I can sleep in it. Yeah, my wife and I. The weeks we don't have the kids, it's just me and her. We went to a lot of trips somewhere crazy, like hours away and stuff, and we just slept in the back of the minivan. It's all, it's very versatile. Like, what is a vehicle? Is it to show off, or is it to get you from A to B, or is it to, um, you know, do utility work? You got trucks, you can put shit in them and all that kind of stuff. But like a Ferrari is useless because all it can do is transport two humans. That's all it can do. It's cool, it's fancy, it's expensive, all that, but it's useless. It's junk. Like, I would never even, if I even had the fucking money for it, why would I fucking buy that? I would rather put those kind of money into a house, or like a like land, or like a living situation, not a fucking vehicle. Vehicle is just utility to get shit done. And you know it's stupid as fuck, man, having a sports car. Like, what is it for? You know what I mean? Like, what's the purpose of having one of those? So you can get some fake gold digger pussy? Okay, whatever work for you, man. But like, it's useless, man. It's yeah, stupid. Your car should be something that you can use for something useful, like transport up to 5 to 6 people, 7 people. Some even take 8 or 9 people, I think, or a bunch of shit. Like, if you have to, like, you can find a nice piece of furniture or something, you can fit it in there. It's a utility fucking um device, whatever it's called. Getting a little bit drunk and sloppy, but you know what I mean. Like, a car shouldn't just be just A to B. It should be A to B and B to A, and extra, like, if you need some shit too, so you can fit some shit in there. And it should be reliable, but that's also dependent on the owner. Do you do the oil changes every 5 to 7,000 miles ish, fully synthetic, with oil filter? Do you replace the transmission fluid? Have you replaced the transmission fluid on your vehicle the last 5 years? You probably haven't, but you should do it. So just drain it out and put in the correct amount, and replace the filter, and you'll be good to go. And it'll last much longer. It's a good idea to do these kind of things. Because buying vehicles, like, there's so many trash vehicles now, especially after in 2020, the vehicle quality just went down so bad, and all these things. I hear about vehicles, they buy them for like 80 to $100,000, like trucks and all these kind of things, like Silverados or F-150s, whatever the fuck vehicle it is. I don't give a shit what vehicle it is, but they blow up and get catastrophic failure at like 5,000 miles sometimes. That's not normal. Yeah, people are leasing these cars. At work, there was a customer, and I took care of his car. And in the dashboard, uh, it said, "Hey, do an oil change." It said, like, oil change due, or whatever the message was. So I just parked it over there, and then he wanted it back, so I got and grabbed it. And then I told him, hey, this car asked for an oil change, and he said, huh, I don't really give a shit. I'm leasing this car, so I'll just drive, and then whenever he turn it in, then that's the next person's problem or something, you know. Hey, Travel C, I see you. Yeah, this is a smart person here, guys. Interesting Wall, he's called. I do the tranny fluid every 2 years or 30,000 miles. The tranny fluid lasts longer than the engine oil. Yeah, that is correct. You don't have to change the transmission fluid every like 5,000 miles or so. The transmission fluid will last longer, but the problem is you were sold a car that the manufacturers say, hey, this is lifetime transmission fluid. Do you know what that means, guys? Sorry, guys. Did you hear the thing I said with about the transmission fluid that this one did? Did you hear this? No, it's not the. It's a glitch that happens, I think, because I didn't click anything. My hands are not on my keyboard or mouse or anything. Is a glitch that happens either through fucking StreamYard or Linux. I have no idea. Okay, you didn't. I want to comment on this thing. So, interesting Walt, he got his brain in place. He said, I do the tranny fluid every 2 years or 30,000 miles. The tranny fluid lasts longer than the engine oil. And that is true. Engine oil is like 5 to 7,000 miles maximum on normal driving. If you're doing racing or towing, heavy shit, you have to do it more frequently. But like normal driving, like just going over there, hopefully the engine can get warm enough and stuff wherever the fuck you're going and stuff like that. But if you're doing transmission fluid at 30,000 miles and a filter, then your transmission will last hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of miles, hopefully, and probably with a little bit of luck. But if you never change it and you believe the manufacturer who say, "Oh, this is lifetime transmission fluid," that's just the lifetime of the transmission. It blows out about 80,000 miles. Oh, it it served the life of the transmission. They're not lying, but it's deceptive. It's misdescribing what's going on here. So you have to uh, automatic transmissions change the fluid at least every 50,000 miles. If you do it earlier, that's better, obviously. And if you have a CVT, the Nissan have a lot of those. Toyota starting to use those too. Subaru have them too. I hate CVTs. I would never buy something with CVT. But if you do have a CVT, please change the fluid every 30,000 miles on the dot or before. Don't exceed these kind of things because those transmissions are trash. They're junk. So change the fluid and hopefully it can last like 200,000-300,000 miles or something. But if you don't, they'll blow up at like 100,000 miles. That's just what's going on. Even less than that sometimes. Junk transmissions, man. So if you have a CVT, take care of it. Change the fluid a lot, or not a lot, every 30,000 miles, and the filter. That's like $100, probably less than that. But you know, take take care of the thing and it will last way longer, because Nissan especially, they have trash CVT transmissions. And you can go to a Nissan dealership with no credit score, whatever that means. I don't believe in credit scores or anything, because the government is in like trillions in debt and all that. I know it's all bullshit, but you can have the worst credit score ever and you can still finance a Nissan, because a Nissan is built as a throwaway vehicle. You get it, you drive it for a little while, and then it just breaks, and then you throw it away. Junk. I believe, or I think that vehicles should last like at least 20 years with basic maintenance that any people with a brain can do in their garage. Basic shit like brakes, fluid changes, a little sensor here and there. Like if you get these older vehicles, you don't even have fucking sensors, you know. They don't even need them. Because they're all mechanical and all that. Yeah. Guys, just buy old cars. Buy old cars, take care of them. Change the fluids, especially the engine oil. That's the blood of the engine, guys. Don't just skip it. Like, I'll do it next week, and then next week. Nah, just do it. Like, you want your car to last 500,000 miles or something or more, whatever. You know, you want to try to get it to last there, because your car works. You can get to work. You can get groceries. You can get whatever shit you need, and it's pretty reliable. So why do you need to sell it and get something else that could be trash? You know, never ever sell a vehicle that's reliable on you. Okay, do the basic maintenance, especially the fluids, and if it's reliable on you, don't ever sell it, no matter how much people offer, because the next vehicle you buy could be trash and it can strand you every other week for the rest of your ownership of that new vehicle. If it's good, turn the key, drive wherever you need to go, turn it off, turn the key, get back. You know, that's a good car. Keep it and take care of it. I gotta log off, guys. Good to see you guys. I'm muted again. Shit. Oh, it's an old chat. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna cancel the stream, guys. I'm probably just gonna keep it on here because I don't really care. I just shit talked and stuff like that, and it doesn't matter. Yeah, here we go. Nissan CVTs are a ticking bomb. That's correct. Junk. I hope you didn't buy a Nissan without CVT. If you did, change the fluid every 30,000 miles and filter. That's the best you can do. But yeah, talk with you guys soon. Love you guys. I'll start doing this shit more often. I'll show some photos and all that. I was like gone for like months and months. So I just wanted to show you guys that I'm still here and I love you guys. And I'll see you soon, okay? See you guys. Bye bye.